Hi, I'm Jordan Ty, that Rucking guy, and it is day 12. Good morning, guys. Hope you're all well. You know, it's crazy. I've been editing so much lately that I'm not even keeping up with the current events. I'm barely up to date on Nicolandria. But I love those shows, you know, Love Island, Are You the One, Couples Therapy, Love is Blind. Although sometimes I don't know what they've been doing on these dating shows and the men they bring on. It's like, we brought a bunch of eligible young bachelors to compete for love. One of them is just happens to be a felon, currently on the run, and you're like, what the hell? You're like, this man is currently on the FBI's most wanted list, and he's your date. But no buts. I noticed that I keep doing that. Every time I don't finish a thought, I'm just like, well, oh my goodness. You know, maybe I shouldn't have said anything about not seeing people on these walks, because now I keep seeing people. But it's just exposure to therapy, I guess. Just don't worry about it. You know, like a cute little doggo. Christ. Morning. I feel like Will Smith in I Am Legend. Please say hello to me. Please say hello to me. And yeah, like literally, who cares, dude? It was like 20 seconds. Of course. You know, the more you try to avoid things, the more they come kicking in your front door. Oh, yeah. Hey, let me know if the 2x speed on the last video made it a little easier to get through more of it. You know, it's just like, right, I am talking pretty slow, and I gotta get these points out. I gotta get you guys the talking points, because Republicans are well rehearsed. They know how to do the mental gymnastics. You know, I'm just asking you to walk across the street of like, hey, yeah, shouldn't every job be a good job? Doesn't everyone deserve health care? Doesn't everyone deserve a home? Pretty basic stuff. I just kind of like how quiet it is. Trying to stand up straight. ASMR brought to you by Occupy Media. Okay, guys, so today I want to talk to you about how dumb Australian politics are and how the rich and powerful have too much power and control over our politicians, and that's why everything sucks. I'm gonna look back at that, and it's gonna be so blown out. It's just gonna be like, I've learned not to talk with my chin down too much, you know. Don't like. The thing about that is, no, literally, like, I'll be. I'm really gonna have to consider using less weight, because when I'm not rucking, I feel like Batman. I feel like I ain't got no cartilage in my knees. But you know, I know my stubborn ass is not gonna do that. Because if it feels too easy, then it won't be even worth it. But why do I feel like I have to suffer in order to achieve or to have like done something or whatever? Like, what would it mean if I only rucked with like 17 pounds? It would mean that I'm not an intermediate rucker, which I'm not. Alright, I gotta get over this damn pity party. Gotta remember, I got 20 subscribers out here, and I got like 4 new ones on TikTok. You know, people are checking for me. I got to deliver, but I made eye contact with that lady, and I'm like, no, it's time to go home. Oh, thank goodness it's the weekend, though. So these damn kids aren't out here. It's like, don't get me wrong, kids are great, but I don't want them in my videos. I don't want you hearing, like, frolicking and fucking running around. And then, yeah, I also worry about privacy and shit. But then again, like, dog, I'm fine. Like, you know, when bad things happen in America, we never pause. We never take a moment and say, oh my God, hold on. We all need to collectively take a pause. No one go to work tomorrow. That was crazy, wasn't it? You know, after the most insane events in history, everybody just went to work the next day, right? And we still haven't like stopped and talked about any of the things that happened. And like, the biggest one for me, the biggest moment in history that happened, and I'm like, wait a minute, why didn't we completely stop what we were doing and address this? Which was when Nixon's aide openly admitted, just is on record saying, we knew we couldn't make it illegal to be against the war or black. And so by heavily associating black people with heroin and the hippies with weed, and then criminalizing both heavily, it meant that we could invade their meetings, you know, disrupt their movements, arrest their leaders, and vilify them night after night on the evening news. Didn't we know we were lying about the drugs? Of course we did. Of course we did. Of course you knew you just made up the war on drugs. You know what I mean? Like millions of people incarcerated, millions of families affected with, you know, fatherlessness and, you know, police brutality and losing lives to the police because you knew you couldn't make it illegal to be black or against the war. And that's what you see with people getting like banned or, you know, whatever you want to call it, for speaking out against Israel. And it's like, I thought this was America, god damn it, where I could talk my shit in peace. But yeah, so it's like, how did we not stop and be like, hey, we should address that, right? Because doesn't that mean that there's millions of people in prison, like, unnecessarily? You know, people that went to prison just to keep black people in line and to justify the Vietnam War. Isn't it crazy how we have the most powerful military in the world and we have lost consecutively to motherfuckers with flip-flops and AKs? Like, in Vietnam and the Middle East, we just can't seem to take out a ragtag group of revolutionaries. Because again, we have to think about what and who the United States considers terrorists, and then I don't know, you just always have to question America's interest in something, you know? It's like, oh, okay, America wants a new regime somewhere in the Middle East. It's like, but why? Like, okay, because you would just accept that on the face of it and be like, oh yeah, well, America knows what's best, so that's what they want, and so that's what they should get. And it's like, you don't understand, they're trying to destabilize the region so that they can install a puppet dictatorship that will sell them oil at a good price. And it's like, so yeah, always be. And it's like, look, you know, people will hear me talking shit about our government and about America. It's like, I love America, and there's two different Americas. There's America, which is the American people, which is our culture, and like anyone can come here and pursue the American dream and like all the cool shit that we're known for. And then there's the other half, which is like the government, military, imperial, colonialist superpower that is screwing over the entire planet and everyone on it for the sake of profit, power, and control. And so it's like a really big juxtaposition to be in. You know, it's like the American people are like this, very kind, very generous, very they don't wait to help other people. You know, but our government is like, you want our help for a situation we put you in? How much uranium you got? You know, it is starting to rain, and I've got 30 pounds on my back. So ain't no way I'm running home. We just gotta cross our fingers that it stays sprinkling until I'm able to get to the house, because there's no way we're ending early. But it's starting to pick up a little bit. At least it'll be refreshing. Nice cool rain on this hard rock. I have a feeling it's gonna get bad. If I get soaked for you guys, you have to follow. If we cut to later on and I'm soaking wet and it's pouring rain, you guys gotta follow. Yeah, maybe I should pick up the pace a little bit. I gotta go before it starts raining too hard. Especially because I could still walk, I just can't film. So even if I get drenched, I'm still finishing this walk. But yeah, also cardio pro tip: yap. Yap while you're doing your cardio. It'll increase the gains. As I struggle to breathe. You know, when you live in America, you just have to ignore so much. Like, there are so many issues with me that I'm like, oh, yeah, I know there's something wrong probably, but I mean, I can't even afford to go to the doctor and have them tell me what's wrong. You know? Like, even just the checkup itself is still too much money for me. So it's like, well, I can't even, I know something's wrong, but I can't even afford for them to figure it out. And so, you know, just ignore it. Those headaches or that weird feeling in your side, or, oh, well, I'm laying down at night and my heart just starts pounding. I don't know. And it's like, yeah, of course you know what the usual answers are, but like, if there's something actually wrong and I need a fucking surgery or something like that, I'd like to know. And again, do you guys remember that Mr. Beast video where he like cured 1,000 people's blindness because it was actually a relatively cheap surgery to fix these people's visions? And it's like, what the hell? Why do people have to rely on a YouTuber to hopefully like think of them and be like, you know what, I'm gonna pay for 70-year-olds knee replacements? It's like, shouldn't society just kind of function? Like, why do you have to jump through all these hoops just to like get the basic level of care and quality of life that you deserve? It's insane. But yeah, the droplets are starting to get a little thicker and this is starting to get tough. But you know, if it ain't pouring, we ain't stopping. But I tell you what, this 30 pounds is, I'm really starting to feel it. See, like, at least she can run home. If it gets too bad, I've just got to slowly walk home with this pack on. Oh man, might be good content though. Morning. Somebody finally said, morning. Please say hello to me. Oh no, I think this next guy's shirtless. Shirtless in the rain. Can't be good. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I don't know. Can you guys, is it picking it up? Can you tell I'm getting rained on? It ain't over till it's over. It's never too late to start. Oh yeah, something healthcare sucks. Yeah, I don't know, I can't focus on anything right now. I'm like just trying to get home before the rain gets too bad. Just one foot in front of the other. You know, I think I read somewhere that white people tend to not move out of the way of POC when like on the sidewalk or something, right? Like, oh, we're not gonna split, we're not gonna move to the side, you are. And so sometimes I think about that and I'm like, yeah, let me get out of the way. Which especially because like, I don't know, there are negative stereotypes about other races of people or like women or gay people, but you have to understand that like a lot of these negative stereotypes that we associate with them are not actually from them. Like it's a response to white supremacy and patriarchy. And I wish I had an example. But like, you know, like, oh, I mean, I like this one video. It's like, there's no such thing as a gold digger. Every woman's expensive. Find one in your budget and shut the fuck up. But yeah, like, oh, women are gold diggers. And it's like, well, that's not because women are gold diggers. That's because patriarchy, capitalism, and white supremacy has put women in a position where the only way to get your needs met and survive this capitalist world is to get a man and to secure his resources. And it's like, if women just had equal opportunity to make the same money, open their own bank accounts, own property, start businesses like back in the day, we wouldn't have like gold diggers today, you know. But yeah, no, that was an easy one. But yeah, again, it's like I have my points. When this pack is not on my back, I can make anything about politics. Right now, I can barely make this walk about the walk, getting through it. But again, that's something else I need to do. Obviously, I can do this. I made it 12 days in a row. But shit, I'm not gonna lie to you. My knee hurts, my back hurts, my shoulders hurt. I'm sweating. Thankfully, it stopped raining a little bit. But a part of me wishes that it would get like really bad for a second. Just for a second. Just some Bruce Almighty rain for a hot second, and then I walk right out of it. Like the fact I still gotta go up to the gas station. Y'all didn't see that, but that man was slipping and sliding on the road. It's like, buddy, I'm trying to film here. That's the problem with like stroads. Like, they're not streets and they're not roads. It's like a small 2-lane fucking road. Or I don't know what's bigger, a road or a street. Let's just say a road is bigger. It'll be a street like this, but you can go like 40 on it. So you think it's a road. But then you have all these turnouts, like people turning on to the strode. So it's like you want to go 40, basically 45, 50, because it's Texas. And, well, no, this is Texas. If it's 40, people are going 55, 60. But, you know, you want to go 45, like 50, but you have all these people turning out right in front of you. So it's like, you gotta slam on the brakes and cut down to like 15, 20 when people turn out in front of you. So it's just not safe to actually go as fast as you're supposed to, because people are constantly jumping out in front of you. And that's why that guy had to fucking try and fucking get straight again. But it's also wet right now, so that didn't work. I am compromising with the devil. I'm like, please take this back pain away from me and get me home through this walk. Hey, remember when I said, oh, I can't wait till I'm like 2 weeks in and it's super easy? I can't even look at you guys because my eyes are filled with sweat and they burn. My vision is impaired. So I don't know. Maybe on day 29 it'll feel really easy, or feel good. But I also think going too heavy is gonna catch up with me eventually. This is turning more into a vlog than a political take recycling bin. It is what it is. Because honestly, yeah, I do my... It's not your body, it's your mind. But for me, it really is. Well, yeah. You know, it's like your body's a machine. If you fuel it the right way, it'll work. But your mind is a computer. And computers are dumb. They only know what you tell them. So be mindful of what you're telling your computer. I mean, we're all just running off a code that we didn't build entirely ourselves. But you can delete and rewrite code. And just because you've been running some code for a while doesn't mean that you can't run a new program. Looking good. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna call it. You know, sometimes I think, what if I just passed out while I was out here? I wake up, surrounded by people, back of an ambulance, you know, it's like, what happened? How long would I have to lay on the sidewalk before somebody noticed? Because there's not a lot of foot traffic around here. Because walking anywhere sucks. You should look up Not Just Bikes. They have a good channel. Breaking down my body. God damn, dude, my back. I don't know how much more of this I could take. This is the proof. Just put one foot in front of the other. I wanted to quit way back there. The shorty's still running. So I can't stop now. The rain's starting to pick up a little. It's like a cap full of sweat in each one of my damn eyes. Dude. And it's like, just do it. Just give us the takes. Give us the political takes, Jordan. And I'm like, I can't think. I can't breathe. And my back is killing me. And so it's like, just let that all go. Clear your mind. Think of something to say. Look down the pipe and deliver it. Dealing with billionaires is like being from a starving village and climbing up the mountain to find some dragon sleeping on a pile of gold, like a huge mountain of gold, and you want to go ask him for some, but there's some dipshit from your high school being like, no, we can't borrow this gold from the dragon, it's his gold. And it's like, gold he stole from all the other villages, and shit, he was just burning down villages and killing people and eating them. So eventually everyone just stacked up their gold at the front of the village so that he wouldn't hurt anyone. Yeah, but still, it's his, so we can't use that. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, billionaires are like the Joker standing in front of that huge pile of money in the Dark Knight and then being like, I don't know, sorry, my hands are full, I can't end hunger. Here she comes again. Oh, yeah. I like, give it a second. So I'm not right behind her. Here we are, another day. Hey, at least it's one whole video instead of splitting. I gotta watch myself, dude. It's gonna be a compilation of me licking my lips. I tell you, dude, I'm dripping. I saw a good. I saw a good meme that was like, they tell us they was over there fighting for our freedom. How my freedoms get over there? How my freedoms get over there? They got up and walked over there. Fucking took a plane to the Middle East. not me talking to myself and not you guys. I was imagining a scenario where someone thought I was filming them because like my phone is, I'm using the back camera so it faces out, and it's like, oh, you were just recording me. And I'd be like, no, I wasn't. And it's like, yeah, you were. Let me see your camera roll. And it's like, all right, I'll let you see it, but if you're not in there, like, you owe me something. You owe me some money or something, because there's got to be some consequence for invading my privacy. I mean, maybe you had probable cause, but if you end up being wrong. So that's what I was talking to myself about. You know, I'm like always imagining these like scenarios that will probably never come up. I'm so exhausted I didn't even want to finish that point. And also, do you ever think you're about to say something like unique and then it's just like the most generic thing ever? You know? It's like, what was I even about to say? Yeah, something stupid and generic like, sometimes I think about situations that happen, and then hours later I think of a response. Like, no shit. Something everyone's done, you know, or whatever I was about to say. But yeah, dude, when we get to the, I like start the walk, posture up, I'm like, what a fucking asshole. Like, definitely just honk to be a dick. But whatever, man. Haters gonna hate. Can't wait to watch that back. All right. Luckily, even though I wanted it a little bit, I didn't get rained on too hard. Most of this is my own sweat. So, I'll catch you guys in the next one.